And also breaking just moments ago, Democrat Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey has officially, finally conceded to Republican Dave McCormick.
I just called Dave McCormick to congratulate him on his election to represent Pennsylvania in the United States Senate. As the first count of ballots is completed, Pennsylvanians can move forward with the knowledge that their voices were heard, whether their vote was the first to be counted or the last.
Joining me now, Senator-elect, without a doubt, Dave McCormick. Senator-elect, congratulations. Thank you for joining us at late notice. Now, this went into an automatic recount yesterday because it was so close, but it wasn't obviously without issue. It looks like they were trying to actually steal the seat from you.
Yeah, well, hi, Laura. Nice to be with you. We're excited to have this resolved finally. Yeah, mathematically, it was clear from Election Day on that the election was over, and there was just not a path to victory. But there is an automatic recount in Pennsylvania, and what happened is you saw some of these provisional ballots. You saw election officials in Bucks County, in particular, saying that they were going to knowingly violate the law, where the law is very clear. The Supreme Court ruled that a ballot doesn't count if there's not a signature, and yet they were counting the votes, and it was made very public. And you know, the people of Pennsylvania stood up in Bucks County and across the Commonwealth and said, "Hey, wait a second, you know, we're going to follow the rules," and that was a good thing for Pennsylvania, a good thing for this election.
Well, I know everyone wants to forget and just move on, and you know, make your inaugural plans and all of that when you're sworn in. But I think we got to learn from this, because this keeps happening, where the people who are accusing Republicans of being election deniers is often the case, they're the election deniers themselves. And this can't continue. So your message to Governor Shapiro tonight, who did not come out, unless I missed something, and intervene here and say enough is enough. Where was he?
Well, I think you're right. I think enough is enough. I mean, we have had election after election which have been called into dispute. So we need legislation in Pennsylvania to ensure that some of this ridiculous things can't happen. We need to enforce the law. In this case, the law was very clear. So I agree with you. This can't go on, and we need to step back and look what happened in this election and make sure it doesn't happen again. The other thing we need is voter ID, because we're never going to have confidence in our election until you need voter ID, and that's something that I'm going to fight for day one in the Senate. I think we should have national voter ID. I know President Trump has advocated that, and I'll certainly advocate it in the Senate.
Are you excited about Pam Bondi? Just news that she is the new nominee for AG. I know you know Pam. Thoughts?
Very excited. Yeah, I campaigned with her a couple times in our great Commonwealth. I think she's terrific. And listen, I want to ensure that President Trump has the team he needs to make radical change in Washington. That was his promise, and that was my promise. And I think Pam's a good example of that kind of leadership that's going to be required.
Fantastic. Dave, Senator-elect, thank you for joining us on such short notice.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.